Oh my goodness. I am so impressed with you all and your word solving skills and your problem solving skills as you're reading. No, help me around here in our reading workshop. And you've got a lot of great strategies. But there's another kind of word that is tricky in your reading. It's the kind of word that you're going to start seeing a lot in books in second grade. And these books aren't too tricky to say, but often when you read them, you think, huh? Right? Like the meaning of the word is the tricky part. So today I want to teach you that readers understand that easy words aren't always as easy as they seem. Once readers figure out how to say the word, they stop and they think, well, what does this word mean in this book? Let me show you what I mean by that. Now, this is the kind of word we would see in our book, fixing. It doesn't seem like that hard of a word, right? Like when you're fixing something, it means you're kind of fixing it or repairing it. You're putting something back together. But let's take a look at it in a sentence. What are we fixing for lunch? Asked Lily. Wait a minute. She's not talking about fixing in the way that she's repairing things for lunch. That can't be what it means. Let's try another example. In our book, Katie Wu has the flu. All right, this is the part where Katie is in bed and home. She says, the flu is tricky, said her mom. That's a sneaky trick, said Katie. Katie's mom gave her pills to take. Yuck, Katie groaned. Pills are such pills. Well, I know what that word pills means, but it seems like it means something different in this story, in this book. So one thing that we can do when we get to a word like this is we can take a look at this word and kind of cover it up in the sentence and think about like, what's another word that I know and understand that could fit here? So let's try that with some of these words. So, okay, what are we fixing for lunch? We're trying to figure out what that word fixing means in this story, in this story. What else could go there? What are we, maybe something like, what are we doing for lunch? Or maybe like, what are we making for lunch? All right, let's try it with Katie Wu. All right, here's Katie Wu. Katie's mom gave her pills to take. Yuck, Katie groaned. Pills are such, well, she's saying kind of yuck and gross. Maybe it means like pills are such a pain, or pills are such, such a gross thing. Readers, did you see how we did that? How we thought about these words that are not so tricky to say, but the hard work is really thinking about what they mean in the context of the story that we're reading. You ready for a challenge? So I've got a word that you don't know yet because it's a made up word. And we're gonna try this strategy of figuring out what's another word that can go there to help us understand the new word, all right? All right, so it says, beautiful white snow buffled the entire playground. The kids couldn't wait to put on their snowsuits and jump in it. Hold it. Okay, buffled. What could that word mean? Let me think. Beautiful white snow buffled the entire playground. Well, I'm imagining the playground is kind of, there's snow all over. Maybe something like covered, right? Let me try that. Beautiful white snow covered the entire playground. Does that work? Does that kind of make more sense? Yeah, so maybe that word buffled might mean something like covered. So friends, you can do this in your own reading as well. We know that we've got all of these great strategies for solving tricky words, but sometimes the trickiness doesn't come from figuring out how a word sounds or how to pronounce a word. Instead, it's thinking about what words mean. So as we read, we want to remember that we don't just say the words, we can figure out what the words mean. We can try substituting a word we know for the word that we don't know when we get to that in our books. All right, readers, good luck.